Hello, everyone. I welcome you tonight to a lovely conversation with my dear friends Viivika, Sophia Kalma, and David Maria. Thank you for joining me tonight, guys.
Oh, Claudiu, it's always wonderful to be here, even if it is, shall we say, insanely late for us.
Yes, and tonight is special just because we are not going to do an interview as we did so many times, but because you have a special project, you feel attracted to going back to Kenya, and we'll discuss about that. And we will like to raise awareness about your project, about your intention, and raise funds so you can be able to go there and shoot this amazing documentary about your own spiritual journey, about Kenya, about anything spiritual that is related to you and how you guys reach this point, correct?
Pretty much, yes, and then some.
And just for a quick introduction, I mean, you were swear in as the first ever white person, the 13th seer of Mount Kenya. And we created a Eventbrite event where we posted photos from your previous journey when the initiation took place. And for those who want to see those, they can go there, or maybe we'll share them tonight so people can enjoy them. So while I'm preparing, maybe Viivika and David, you want to start the discussion about this amazing project.
Um, well, as you mentioned, we're going to make a documentary filmed in Kenya in the primeval forests of surrounding Mount Kenya, and it's going to document not only our journey, which has mirrored each other every step of the way, even when we didn't know each other, or even when we didn't have an awareness that the other person even existed. But we're also going to extend that documentary to not just that story and my induction into as the 13th seer, but also who more information about who we are, why we're here, what what is, and somewhat of something a little bit about what might be coming next, which is really thin ground to stand on. I understand because we don't really know what's coming.
Sorry, and Viivika, how do you tie into the trip, and how do you see this new adventure as part of your spiritual journey?
For me, it's as for David also, this is a journey of remembrance. In this lifetime, I'm going for a first time to Kenya, but I have been there many other lifetimes. So this is for me also a journey of remembrance. So my heart is just already there.
And
So
for me, I'm over the moon excited because of so many friends and and so much spirit that is there.
And let's show some photos. It will take a little bit of okay, share. So I hope everyone can see. Can you tell us through this photo what happened
This
here?
this is Samuel Kamitha, and he's the seer, and he was planning on just giving me a blessing. And as soon as he put his hands on my head, he heard that small, still voice that all of us recognize when we hear it say, "No, give him everything." And it was a full body Kundalini awakening. It was like being struck by lightning 5 or 6 times in just a few seconds. And that was the beginning, next to a 1992 Toyota Corolla as a taxi cab.
And we have the next one.
That is the beginning of the induction, and I sent you a series of photos.
Yes,
Can you scroll through some of them?
I'll bring
Notice
them up as we go along. Let me.
notice the light is coming down
Yes. Yeah.
directly on me. While the induction was happening, as we walked into this clearing, and this clearing is in primeval forest. It's never been, trees are not cut here. And as this happened, the entire animal kingdom just exploded in noise. The birds were singing and screaming. The monkeys started howling. Water buffalo or Cape buffalo started bellowing. It just, and you could almost feel the earth shaking as we were walking into this clearing. And all of these people that you see here are either seers or they are apprentice seers.
How far away from the village is this place?
Oh, this is really up country. The nearest village is maybe 20 kilometers, something like that. It's very isolated. This is primeval forest. This is actually a World Heritage Site. It's unbelievably how virgin and pure it is. This is literally part of the original Garden of Eden, not metaphorically, literally. You
And you
walk,
also have a funny story about this initiation.
which one?
The one when where the guards thought that they are going to sacrifice you. They're going to
Well,
sacrifice a white man.
in order to go into the forest, you have to get permission, and you have to go in with a ranger, with a forest ranger, and they are armed with machine guns because there is every animal that you know of in Africa is there except for lions. And they didn't, if you see the middle photo, see there's a fire down there.
Yes.
And the one on the right, the gentleman sitting down, he brought out a bag of plants of and and a machete and was going to start cutting them up because he was going to burn them in the fire. And the guards, the rangers, no one had told them what we were doing. They were just there to escort and protect us, just in case. And we didn't know this, but one of them said to the other, "Oh my God, they're going to kill that white man and drain his blood and sacrifice him." And they started backing up. They backed up into the trees because they weren't sure if they were going to come after them, as if, get rid of any witnesses. And we had dinner together with them when the induction was over, and so we had a very large laugh about that.
Nice, very nice. And can you talk about the what was happening in this photo in the middle?
Basically, the induction is connecting you and all of your elements with the earth and becoming one with them so that you become the earth. And in this particular photo, they are connecting the energy out through my feet down to the earth. And the gentleman working on my head he's being guided by Samuel, the gentleman with his hands up, or the seer with his hands up. And all my crown is being opened, and all of the veils that all of us have that prevent us from remembering who we are and seeing and functioning multidimensionally, they're being removed.
Interesting. And I think we all saw in the movies where treasure hunters tried to approach various mountain ranges to look for treasures, and they were um, blocked by various tribes or protectors of the mountain. How do you see these elders protecting Mount Kenya in the same way, and not necessarily physically, but at the energetic level? And there is a specific range where people cannot come closer to the mountain?
Well, all of the seers are in service to the mountain, and realize Mount Kenya is not what most people think of it. Is most people think of it as just a big mountain. But when people think about Mount Shasta in California, they think about crystal cities inside of it and all kinds of other things that are all true. And Mount Kenya is absolutely no different. There is a crystal city inside of it, but yet the only way to approach that city is through your vibration, through your frequency. You have to be of a certain frequency in order to be able to go inside of it. It's not hidden. It's off dimension. It's not literally the inside is not in this dimension.
Indeed.
This
And,
the seers do function as protectors of it, and they have for untold generations.
and you mentioned there are, during our interviews, that there are certain energetic portals that are used by these elders to go in and out.
I can't really comment on that except that when you've been inducted specifically into the mountain, then that's your entrance. That's your ticket. That's your pass to get in.
That was a test, David. You passed the test.
Not everybody did. I've
And
I've I've done this more than once, and I've failed more than once and died. It's all right. You just come back and do it again.
yes. And Viivika, for you, I assume is going to be the first time going there and having this experience? Physically, I mean, in person.
In this lifetime, yes. I have been many lifetimes there because first years been women in Mount Kenya, and I was in many lifetimes one of them. So it's really familiar and really special place for me too, not only for David. So
And it's important to note that originally all the seers were women. But that was before the turn of the ages, and now it's time for a balance. And now there will be women seers.
And this shift of protection from masculine to feminine, is it going to happen over a specific time frame, and then or is going to be half and half at one point, or everything will be feminine? What's the process?
It's not going to be masculine or feminine. It's going to be a balance. And who knows about the time frame? That's up to us.
it's happening right now. Now in this now already. So and this is really strong right now, really strong flow of divine mother energy, which brings balance and healing, and what we experiencing and what we see also in outer world right now, how these polarities starts to merge, and it's also express itself through elementals, for example. We all know what's going on in outer world, and this is only reflection of our inner process collectively. So
And just to mention to those who join us tonight, thank you. And to those that will listen to us later on, after this recording will be made public, that we are looking to raise funds for this trip. David and Viivika have to go there, have to make certain arrangements with people with locals to provide them with transportation and everything else that is required for this project to take place and become a full movie. So, David, why don't you please mention exactly how the funds will be used other than what I mentioned? And I know you are going to be fully transparent to those that will donate to the project.
Oh, absolutely. Everybody that donates will receive a full accounting of every single penny that was raised and how every single penny was spent. So we're talking about airfare and transportation. Transportation includes a driver and a vehicle and fuel. And with the driver, wherever it is we go, we're also responsible for his room and board. And it will include motels, or at least quite a few motels. It will include the necessary food because we'll be there for a couple of weeks at a minimum. Possibly it might be 3. And licensing fees, where there are companies near Mount Kenya that are specialized in air travel safaris, both by plane and helicopter. And we're looking to license film of them flying around the mountain because that's extremely expensive to produce on your own. And you have to have really specialized cameras, which we don't have. And it's way outside of a budget. So we'll just license it, and also editing, professional editing, to be able to, once we have the footage, to produce it. We have a lot of equipment already. We have really high quality 4K video cameras and microphones that Viivika's husband has procured almost specifically just for us, just for this trip. So we're looking to produce the best quality documentary that we can.
Thank you. And going back to your joint spiritual journey, I know that you are a single stream of consciousness. And for those who haven't watched our previous interviews, can you please, one of you, give us a quick description of the meaning of such term?
That's a really difficult question to answer. So many,
Really quickly.
so many labels have been given to us. People have asked, "Are you this? Are you that? You must be this. You must be one of those, or whatever it might be." And none of it really applies. It's not. We're not a box that can be defined. And to say that we are a single stream of consciousness, probably the easiest and shortest way that we've talked about is that she is divine sound and I am divine light. And we exist before creation, before there was any distortion. And that forms a single stream of consciousness. And that results in the 2 people that you see sitting here, except we're not 2 people, we're 1 person.
This is have been came through our journey of remembrance. So far we went back to remember ourselves as primordial sound and light, and this is a maybe best description without any other labels who we are.
We just don't accept any of the labels of what people think that we might be, because that's not who we are.
Yes, thank you. And if we can go back also for a second to the Eden temple. I mean, I know it evolved from the Eden template to the Eden temple. Why the evolution? Why the transformation? And how, again, everything fits into the story of becoming when going back to Mount Kenya?
When I was first initiated in 2018, in that exact same, and it was a full body Kundalini awakening. It was like being struck by lightning 5 or 6 times. Viivika also experienced that simultaneously in the exact same moment. Maybe not exactly like I experienced it, but close enough. It was definitely like lightning. And what that did was we didn't know each other. We didn't even know of each other at that point. But what that did was that opened up an energy door that later on, when I was inducted and I died, she also died. So we have this mirror of experiences that have whatever happens to me, she also experiences in her own way. It's different and it's the same. And so in 2018, when I was first initiated, that's when I received the Eden template. And the Eden template is the codes of creation. And we both hold that within us. It's part of what we have embodied. But that's only a step on the journey. Now it evolved from being the template, the codes, to the temple of Eden, and that's why we had to make that shift. And she's a little bit better at explaining this than I am, so I won't take all of the conversation.
Eden in the Eden temple was activation of this Eden state, but the Eden temple is embodied Eden state, and the Garden of Eden is outer reflection of this Eden state. So this is what we're doing right now collectively also, that this is who embodying this origin template and becoming this Eden temple. And what is Eden temple? It's we are our heart is a temple space for source, and when we are embodying this our purest part of ourselves, all different layers of our consciousness, we becoming this temple, and we are able to hold steady this temple space for others also. And this temple is also our new light body. When we're talking about this new light body, crystal and diamond light body, this is also this Eden temple, which is part of architecture of New Earth. And all who holding this Eden state, they becoming projectors of this Garden of Eden, or these new realities, New Earth realities. So this is a short short description.
Thank you, Viivika. And I will make a short break just to show those that are watching us the page where they can donate, the edentemplate.com/donate.html. And any dollar you donate counts to support the project. We'll go back to this page later on, but for those who really have the intention to help this noble cause, please go to the URL and see what you can do. Yes,
And,
David.
and remember also we have a GoFundMe account too that we're doing fundraising through, and that's the primary vehicle that we wish people to make donations through, so that there's full awareness and full transparency and full accountability.
Yes, and we'll talk about what will be the gifts to those that donate to the project. You guys are very generous, and we'll touch on those. But I want to go back to you, Viivika, because several months ago you went to Estonia, and there are certain ceremonies you did on sacred locations, and I'm wondering if your intention is, and if you are going to be allowed to do any certain ceremonies at various sacred sites in Kenya.
This is already ceremony when we're going there. So being on this land again, very first time in this incarnation, this is ceremony, because it's what we know already that happening, like inner. We can call maybe it also initiation, but when we're touching this very first time physically this land, it's happening, this releasing of these codes and embodiment of these codes simultaneously, because we have been there so many times, and when I very first time saw the picture of Mount Kenya, it was a similar feeling when I very first time I met David or I saw David in internet, this remembrance, and it brought tears into my eyes. And one day David sent me one song, African singers sing one song, and my body remembered these rhythms. My body starts to automatically move and dance, and I just allowed body to release this remembrance, and it was really amazing. Our body knows, and every cell in my body feels already connection with Mount Kenya. And
Nice.
when we met physically with David first time, it's have been deepened this connection even more through him. So because he have been physically there.
If you haven't been to Africa, the first time that you go, your body will have a phenomenal response. This will be my fourth trip, and I've been there with several other people who, the moment that they landed and exited the airport, their bodies started shaking. When they walked up to a tree, it was uncontrollable, the amount of tearing and shaking that they were going through. So it's phenomenal when we have that heartfelt connection, that soul-filled connection. It's just incredible. And to be able to go into the forest, literally my first experience was you take a step into the forest and everything becomes still. You take another step and the stillness increases. And it's not as if you are literally stepping into raising a frequency of your vibration. You're stepping into a state of Eden that is the only way that I could describe it. And even then, until you experience it, it's difficult to really comprehend what it is. It's just incredible.
And Grandmother Africa have been connected for a while already with us, and she is alive. She's literally alive, and right now many different ancient spots or places And many different places have been awakening and opening, and it's have been really beautiful to witness how Mother Earth, how her sacred body is awakening, and especially Africa, which is grandmother.
Thank you, Vika. And let me share, because I found the GoFundMe project. So here we are. You can go and check yourself all the details. Viivika and David mentioned here. And David, you want to go through the benefits, what people will receive if they donate to the project?
Well, first off, we can't put any of that on the GoFundMe. We will have a web page up on our website shortly. You can't to meet the rules and regulations of GoFundMe. You can't tell people you're going to exchange something for your donation. It's just something they don't allow. But so everybody will receive, as we mentioned, a full accounting, all of the money that was received. You will receive a personal thank you email from us, assuming that we are able to receive that information from GoFundMe. The campaign has just started. We've not done one of these before, so I'm not sure. But eventually we will. For anybody that donates $11.11 or more, then we will create a class specifically as part of the class offerings that we do, and we will invite everybody to attend at no cost. Your donation is your entry fee, and of course a private screening to the documentary once it's done. Before anybody else sees it, you will have an opportunity to view it. Oh, and we're also sorry. We'll also offer a light blessing and an energy tune-up to all of the donors of $100 or more.
Thank you. Yes, so please go ahead, support this wonderful project. There are so many rewards listed, and it's wasted money or anything like that. It's money well spent, and please go ahead and donate to the project.
And you will have our eternal gratitude. And you will also be included in any meditation and class that we ever do. Energetically, we will pull you in. Although pull you in is maybe a strange way of expressing it. We will energetically include you as a form of prayer to invite you to join us.
Anything else you'd like to add? I think we went through all the necessary points for people to make their decision. The recording will be posted online. You might be able to update the GoFundMe with a link that will open up this recording, so people will hear even more, and they will be able to make a decision. But once again, the tentative date is sometime in February, so we'll appreciate your contribution, and we'll have this project move forward. Anything else, David, Viivika?
So
Okay.
this project is not only about us, about me and David, and it is about all of us. And this is also helps even more people to remember their true self and open their hearts even more to to this infinite field of love, unity field that we all are.
On all the previous journeys that I've taken to Africa, it's been, the dates were known. And I always invited anybody that wanted to come to journey with me to do so energetically. And many people did. And of those many people that did, several of them received the same template when it came through. They received energetically parts of the initiation to the level that they were ready. And this is not about us. This is about everybody, because as we know, there's only one of us here. We are all one being in a lot of different forms, but we're still all the same being. We're still all source. So it's very easy to say we will invite everybody to join with us energetically on this journey, and to the level of each person's sensitivity and their ability to tune in, you will receive. It's just a given. This is, like I said, this is not about us. This is a much bigger picture about all of us. And by us, I mean, it's not about Viivika and I. It's about all of us collectively. And as we know, many are now really, really, really ready. And many are just starting to beginning to remember who they are. And that's what this journey is really for, is a point of inspiration for everyone.
Thank you, David. And you brought up a good point. If anyone has the means to come with you physically and participate in this trip, would you allow anyone to come forward?
That's a really good question. It's complex, because the generic answer is yes. The realistic answer is maybe. There are other people involved besides just us, and everything depends upon their participation and also their permission. The seers in Kenya are very private people. Some are not known. Nobody knows who they are except other seers. They keep to themselves. They do their energetic work. So the generic answer, as I said, is yes. The realistic answer is maybe.
So they don't have too many Facebook and YouTube followers. Darn it. So once again, it's been a pleasure talking to you. We'll do our best to have this project funded, and you accomplish your spiritual mission. So any other final words before we end tonight?
Are unbelievably grateful, how unbelievably grateful we are. And it doesn't matter how much you donate, we are eternally grateful for your generosity. And even just listening to this video, we are grateful for that. Just being present, we are grateful for that. Thank you.
And we are really grateful to everybody who doing in this time their own inner work, because everything what you do to yourself, the more you are releasing all these different shadows within yourself, the more we all rising more quickly. So this is always what's going on in outer world reflection of all of us. So thank you. Thank you for your presence in this time on the earth.
And as Viivika said, everything that we release, everything that we clear, we give somebody else permission energetically to do that, and to do that easier than maybe we experienced when we released it.
Thank you. Once again, thank you very much to both of you for what you are doing to better humanity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Claudiu. Thank you, everyone, for being here, and thank you, everyone that will be here at whatever point.
Thank you so much to
Thank
everybody.
you.
And thank you so much for you, Claudiu, and for your amazing work what you're doing, and the service for everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you to the person that showed up unexpectedly with a little bit of comedic relief.
Yes, so thank you very much. Nancy, thank you for attending. We are over. I'm going to just stay behind with David and Viivika for a minute, but thank you very much for joining us tonight.